Hi, I'm Iris Mays, and I'm a University of Idaho Extension Educator for Latah County, and I'm also in Ed 590 this semester, fall of 2018, and I'd like to share with you about my qualitative study on beginning producers. So I'm very quickly, in 5 minutes, going to go over all of these things representing a semester of work. The purpose of my study is to understand the experience of beginning producers at local farmers markets. This is an understudied issue, and we don't know how many vendors drop out, how many return per se, and what those factors are. So I wanted to look at how these beginning vendors, define success and whether they will return or not. 5 vendors. I did not reach saturation, but these are vendors who represent all of our local farmers markets. And I talked to 3 white male farm business owners and 2 females. One was white and one was native. These are all of the different items that they're selling, and I lumped them together just to protect their anonymity. I used a qualitative methodology with a grounded theory focus. In grounded theory, the purpose is to develop a theory from the data. That theory is limited to the data and the participant set in this case, and I used a process of coding and memo writing to get to my themes, which I will show. I just wanted to have a slide about coding. It's an iterative process leading to that theory development. The a priori themes from the literature were profit, social benefits, pride, confidence from customer satisfaction, market amenities, and off-farm income. So this work and my interviews all led to 5 overriding theme categories: the economic dimension, the emotional dimension, vendors' personal values, a social dimension, and externalities. I wanted to include a couple quotes from my study. That was important to me. I think the big thing is just stocking up more in the off season to be more prepared with product before the market starts. So that was a comment from one of the vendors, and a couple of them mentioned that volume of product. They all mentioned wanting income, which is categorized as profit. Farm ownership, insurance was important in regards to profit as well. How much you're paying for insurance versus how much you're getting for your product. Practicing at the market, so trying it out and being organized. With the emotional dimension, they all had family factors. They liked working for themselves, stress, and loving the work also on the farm. The market experience was an emotional dimension, and also their emotional satisfaction with helping customers. Here's another quote: "It always makes me feel good when we got repeat customers, and they would always say the same thing: 'Wow, your carrots are so good. How do you do it?'" So that represents also that pride and confidence. Theme 3 was the vendor's personal values. So success was defined individually. All of the producers felt that it was an educational experience, and they all had a desire to help others or serve the community. 2 factors went into the social dimension, and I think there could be more there with more study. The social benefits, and some of the vendors mentioned competition with other vendors and kind of navigating that. The 5th theme was regarding externalities. So market amenities was an a priori theme, but customer shopping time was mentioned by one of the vendors, and I thought that was important. How long is the customer staying at the market? And that will affect the farmer. Okay, so summing it up, why do these vendors sell? They mainly want the income, but they also mentioned the social relationships and how important that was to interact with customers, that skill development, and then their confidence from customer satisfaction. And how they defined success was directly related to those themes and those comments and themes. And so those are there again. So will they sell next year? 4 of them, yes, will sell next year. One of those vendors did not want to be at the main Moscow farmers market, so only selling at the smaller markets. And then one vendor wasn't going to be able to come back at all because of financial setbacks on the farm. That vendor loved being at the market. They had profit, but because of the things that went wrong on the farm, they weren't able to go back next year. They're not going to be able to. Um, this boils down to a theory of beginning producer vendors. And so looking at their experience, their definition of success, and how they have challenges, and what their attitudes are, and whether they're making a profit. All of that contributes to their return potential, and it would be great to study this further. The implications for policy and practice are important. This is a photo of the Backyard Harvest booth, and they help food stamp recipients use their EBT cards to buy farmers market produce. And last year, this program put about $12,000 back into the farmers. And so it's an important program that helps the farmers make money and helps people have access to that farmers market produce. Additional research is needed to reach saturation, and additional programs are probably needed for small businesses that are, small farm businesses. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions or you'd like to email me, I'm at imayes@uidaho.edu.